Welcome back to a brand new video. We last left off in the Frieza arc where Frieza was not able to defeat the Z fighters. Everyone is enjoying some peace right now, and Piccolo is becoming a lot stronger in his android/Namekian body. He has been doing combat matches with himself and mostly his times in meditation. The next arc is about to begin, and in another universe there's a god of destruction and an angel that is arriving in Universe 7. These two mysterious people arrive on Beerus' planet and see that two Saiyans are getting trained by Whis. Whis turns around and sees that Champa and Vados have come to visit. Champa wants to have a fight against Beerus. Beerus hears all about this chaos and walks over to see. He didn't even know who Champa was at first. Vegeta and Goku come to see what was going on because the training had to stop. And they were very surprised when they saw a fat version of Beerus and another angel. They were so confused. Why were there two angels in the same universe? Vado starts to explain about the universe that she and Champa are from another universe, which is Universe 6. Anyway, they came to ask Beerus a question and wanted to have a tournament with Universe 6 and Universe 7. Beerus found out that Champa has the other's Dragon Balls, so he wants to make a compromise. Whoever wins this thing will get the Super Dragon Balls. Beerus agreed and needs to find some fighters. 5 fighters for this tournament. It can be Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, and Monaka. It can work. Gohan has kept up on his training and he's ahead of Goku and Vegeta by a little bit, but he's still becoming a scholar, but mostly his training. He's learned actually a little bit of God Ki, so he's now a god and he's just working with the Elder Kai. Now backstory before we continue. The Supreme Kai basically saw how Gohan and the others beat Majin Buu and wanted to reward Gohan with the Z Sword, but he broke it and got the potential unlocked from the Elder Kai. Some time passed and everyone arrives. The tournament is about to begin. Everyone trained in the hyperbolic time chamber with the room Spirit of Time before they did it. Piccolo at the moment is still the strongest because he has been training intensively and meditation for the last couple days. Basically, it's Universe 6 and Universe 7 was about to begin. They saw a Frieza-like, a robot, a bear, a Saiyan, and someone else. The order of how they will fight will Goku, Gohan, Piccolo, Vegeta, and Monaka. Goku steps up first and fights Butamo and defeats him pretty easily with just picking him up. He thought that he could use Ki Blast, but Butamo absorbed them. He thought that he could use Ki Blast against this guy, but Butamo just absorbed it like it was nothing. So Goku decides to use his brain and thinks a little bit smart. He decides that since the bear is made from rubber, he just picks him up and throws him out of the ring. Goku has won the first fight.
You're pathetic!
Goku next has a different foe with the Frieza-like. This was Frost. They're both gonna go all out. Frost is showing his final form for the first time that no one's actually ever seen. Goku goes Super Saiyan 2 to start off. Frost throws a punch at Goku, but Goku takes it and throws Frost away, and Frost keeps his feet. Goku comes from behind and kicks Frost in the face. Goku was really about to win this really easily. Frost hits Goku's arm, but Goku immediately just falls to the ground. No one knew what happened. It seemed that Goku just let his guard down once again. It seems that Frost just beat Goku with one blow. Goku is now eliminated, but he felt unconscious at that moment. It was now time for Gohan to go up against Frost. Gohan goes into his ultimate form. Gohan attacks Frost with some Ki Blast, and Frost dodges them. Gohan comes from behind and kicks Frost in the stomach. Frost falls and can't get up. Frost is slow to get up and uses his arm to stab Gohan. Gohan falls to the ground as well, but Jago sees something that caught his eye. Since his eyes are really good, he saw on the right arm of Frost there's a tiny needle that is pointing out, and it could have poison, which is what happened for Goku. He officially disqualified Frost for cheating. This could mean that Goku could actually come back, but Vegeta says no and says that he will go last after Piccolo. Gohan gets up and goes to the bench. Beerus applauds Gohan for his efforts. It was Vegeta's turn. It was time for Vegeta to fight. It was some humongous robot. Vegeta wasn't exactly sure of how to approach the fight, because when he threw a punch at Vegeta's head, it resulted with nothing happening but Vegeta's hand hurting. Vegeta does a final flash, but Vegeta just absorbs it. Vegeta leaves his guard open and Vegeta does a Gallic gun right at the body, but it did absolutely nothing. Vegeta said that why could this piece of scrap metal trash just die, but that really triggered Vegeta and he fell. I guess robots are just immune to insult. It was now time for Vegeta to go, and he's fighting his opponent named Kaba, a fellow Saiyan from a different universe, and he goes into a stance, but this stance was very similar to Vegeta's. Kaba goes and charges at Vegeta and tries to throw a punch, but he misses, and Kaba gets kicked away. Vegeta uses Ki Blast to push Kaba off the edge of the ring. Kaba regains his balance and punches Vegeta in the gut. Vegeta then just loses his balance and is near the end of the ring. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan and tells Kaba to go Super Saiyan as well. Kaba was very puzzled. He didn't know how to go Super Saiyan or let alone know about it. Vegeta was very furious and picked Kaba up and throws him into the air and made Kaba fall into the ring. And Vegeta then just picks Kaba from the shirt of the uniform and tells what he's going to do to his family in the planet Sadala. He'll blow it up. Kaba took this personally.
It became personal with me.
Kaba took this personally and headbutted Vegeta and has now a gold aura, and through anger, he screams and goes Super Saiyan. He goes and charges Vegeta and punches Vegeta in the leg, and Vegeta dodging his attacks. Vegeta was actually thinking that he was about to lose, but hits Kaba and goes flying. Kaba goes Super Saiyan after losing it, but that was the end of the match when Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue and just one-shots him. And that's the end of the match. Vegeta is now up against the last contestant of Universe 6, and his name is Hit. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue right off the bat and attempts to throw a gut punch, but gets hit twice by some delay. He couldn't even feel his punches coming. Vegeta had to think of a step ahead. Vegeta tried to think about how to do this and a step ahead, but instead he gets hit by 5 punches that didn't even come his way and flew off the ring. Vegeta was very ashamed but told Piccolo nothing but just to go all out.
Wow, you are just the grand central station of disappointment, aren't you?
Piccolo was finally up and he powers up to Kaioken. Since he's pretty much Universe 7's last hope, Piccolo powers up and uses his smarts and punches Hit in the face, but he misses and gets hit by 3 punches in the gut. Piccolo figured that Hit has a time skip technique, so he has to attack a few seconds earlier. He hasn't increased his own speed. He's gonna go Kaioken times 100 to go all out.
Are you serious?
Since Piccolo has no loss of stamina, he can only lose it while being just attacked. He only can lose by not being knocked out of the ring or unconscious. Piccolo charges and punches Hit in the face with his speed. Hit could not even track that down. He really has to take his hands out of his pockets and take this really serious. He goes into a stance and just starts attacking. Piccolo and Hit are throwing punches at each other, but Hit is starting to slow down and Piccolo takes advantage of this. He may actually pull this off. Hit finally uses his time skip again, but he couldn't because Piccolo was moving too fast. Piccolo punches Hit and Hit is slow to get up and powers up. He may not be able to kill, but he's just gonna let Piccolo win because this tournament was lame for him. Piccolo sees that Hit has his guard open and kicks Hit off. There was a sudden stop, like a time skip, where Piccolo was not able to move. But Hit flew off and Piccolo figured that he has worked, that Piccolo has won. Universe 7 is officially the winner of the tournament. They have gotten the Super Dragon Balls and can get their wish. Universe 6 goes back to their universe and peace continues. Piccolo feels that he has to become a lot stronger since there are more foes to watch out for. Goku really wanted to fight that Hit dude. Vegeta just wanted a rematch with Hit eventually, so he's gonna train twice harder. Some time passed and there was still peace in the present timeline. Meanwhile, shifting to a new timeline. In the future timeline though, there was just destruction. After defeating Cell, Majin Buu and the androids, Future Trunks now has a new challenge upon him. For the last year or so, he's been fighting this Goku look-alike. Future Trunks does a Miseko and tries to get away with his time machine, but before that happened, his mother Bulma died from Goku Black and tells him to survive. Trunks just had to run and hides his key so Goku Black couldn't sense it. He ran to the past. In the present, he arrives and Bulma sees the time machine and tries to get Future Trunks down to bed. Goku and Vegeta are immediately alerted and get the sensor beam for him. Trunks ate it and was immediately scarred when he saw Goku. He attacks Goku and says he's a bastard and realizes that he's in the past. He apologizes of what he did to Goku, but he wants to explain about this foe. He said this was Goku. Everyone was the most surprised from hearing this. This foe was named Goku Black. This foe was Goku Black, and he's been fighting this foe for the last year, and he doesn't feel he's strong enough. To test their strengths, Goku suggests that they want to have a sparring match to see where Trunks has progressed in the last couple years. They both go Super Saiyan 2, but Goku wanted to showcase a new form that he's never seen before, Super Saiyan 3. They are actually around the same strength almost. Trunks does some ki blasts, but Goku dodges and punches Trunks in the face. Trunks recovers and does some Maseko at Goku, but Goku hits Trunks to the ground when he's just defeated. Gohan and Piccolo saw this from a far distance and flew there as soon as they could. They come and see that Trunks has came back from the future. Just when they were doing that, the God of Destruction blew up the time machine up. There was going to be no more time travel happening. Messing with time is a serious crime. This was introduced as Beerus the Destroyer and Whis, the attendant, or the angel. They said that they can probably bring Mai back to the past and live together and have future Trunks not go back anymore. The only question was, what were they supposed to do? Whis did want to ask Trunks if this foe had an earring on his ear, and it was green. Trunks said that yes he did, it was a green earring. This could mean that this was some god or a Kai that they were up against. They eventually found out that there was a Kai in the 10th universe who recently asked Zuno about the Super Dragon Balls and wants to swap bodies with Son Goku. That already ticked them off. They had to go there right away. Whis and Beerus head to the 10th universe to ask a few questions. This Kai was Zamasu and they asked some questions, but they just didn't want to waste any time and just Hakai's him. They head back to the 7th and they have to go back to the future. There's no need to fight, they'll just have to defeat Goku Black in another way. So Beerus and Whis go to the future and all they see is just a bunch of ruins. All they see is Goku Black destroying more cities. Goku Black notices this and sees that the God of Destruction has come back. Beerus wastes no time and just goes right in front of him and Hakai's him, sticks his hand out and Hakai's him and exists. Goku Black was very surprised to see this. There seemed to be another person nearby and tried to attack. Beerus tries to Hakai, but nothing almost happened. It seemed that this was the Zamasu from Trunks' time, but he's immortal? Sealing him was probably the key for the solution. He just sealed him into something like a sword. And now Trunks' timeline has been saved. They both go back to the past and says it's done. And Trunks believes at this time that he doesn't have to go back to the timeline and he could stay and keep getting stronger with his family. He could, but he would like to be peaceful in the main timeline. And then with them they brought Mai. But this will be the end of the story for now. Sorry, for the Goku Black saga there was nothing at all. No one fought. It was just the gods getting everything done. And thank you for watching. And as always, go catch a vibe. And I'm out. Peace.